What's this question? How do you deal with simps when you're a small streamer? The way I did it when I was a small streamer, if someone came in and they were like hard simping or whatever, I'd just be like, hey buddy, you're no different from everyone else here. Let's keep it chill. You know what I mean? Because like everyone would be like, I love this game, talking about the game. And then someone would be like, I love you so much. You're so different from the rest of them. You're something, something. And they'd just be like hard, like love bombing you. I'd be like, brother, let's not. Do you see anyone else doing that? Let's chill. Like I would say things like that. And then, you know, just have a mod. If you feel uncomfortable saying it yourself, because you feel like a meanie, you have the mod be like, let's calm down. Give them a chance to calm down, you know, and see what happens. And if they can't, then you gotta get rid of them, prune them, you know? A lot of those people can tone it down once they realize you don't want that, though. Some of them think that it's just positive attention, so they don't get why it's bad or could be bad, you know? So you just tell them, hey, my boundaries are further back than that. Can you take a step back? You know? Use the word boundary. Be like, hey, I don't like the love bombing. My boundaries are a little further away from me than that. Can you just tone it down? And usually if you say that, if you say you're crossing my boundaries, they go, oh no, and they take it down a notch. Typically, usually, not always. The ones that hear you say that and then keep going are people you should absolutely get rid of instantly. It doesn't matter if they mean well and they're love bombing you, whatever. It means that you... It means that that person is totally okay with crossing your boundaries even when you said no, right? Doesn't matter if they're doing it positively. Like that's just bad behavior and you don't want that person in your community. Because what if they're hanging out in your Discord and they start to like someone in VC and they start to message them and then they start pushing that person's boundaries and now there's a scary one-on-one scenario going on in your space. You know what I mean? Like this behavior can be a pattern. So yeah, if you're a streamer, a small streamer, and you're like, yo, don't do that, and they keep doing it, and you're like, hey, I'm not comfortable with that, please don't do that, and they keep doing it, you should get rid of them. You should 100%, boom, get them out. Anytime I didn't remove one of those people early enough, 9 times out of 10, it turned into that in some way, shape, or form. So not good. You know a guy who bought the whole throne wish list of a small stream and I don't know, it's kind of icky to you? I wouldn't say it's default. Like it is icky. I would say it makes you wonder. Like if I had a throne wish list and I was a small streamer and one dude came in and just bought like $2,000 worth of stuff and was like, no, I just want you to have it. Even if they just say that, I would be like, this person has put me in a position where if they wanted to, they could start to try to pressure me. They could push boundaries in chat and be like, without saying it directly, oh, but I've been so generous, right? And a lot of those people know that a lot of small streamers, when they feel indebted to that person, will let that person kind of have a looser leash in general. So it's not always indicative that it's icky instantly. They might actually just have a really good job and want to be supportive and they've been watching the streamer and they're like, this person's giving me so many hours of entertainment, I'll buy them back. It could be okay, but it makes you think. You should be on alert and watching for that, because if someone does that and then thinks it's okay to be a that's a really bad pattern, right? So, you know, but there are also plenty of people that will buy someone's throne wish list and be like, oh, I just wanted to help, and then never get weird. So it's not like a thing. You shouldn't immediately be like, ooh, you know, over it, but you should be wary. Yeah, it needs context, exactly. If someone gives you a rent payment, it's hard to think rationally about it. Especially for a small streamer where they're like struggling out here, you know? I'm convinced with a lot of the people that get weird in small streams that it's just a control thing for a lot of them, right? They go in and they gift 20 subs every day in this one small streamers chat where they almost never get 20 subs at once, right? And then like the few people that are always in the chat are like, oh my god, this Chad, he's at it again, gifting, Giga Chad, gifter, and he's like, hey guys, what's going on? It feels like it's someone just walking in and paying to make sure that they like get noticed. Everyone's happy to see them. The streamer's like, oh my god, you know? And sometimes those people really aren't doing it for that reason and it turns out fine, but there are some also who are. I think though most of them genuinely just being supportive, because in my experience when I was a small streamer, the ones that did that typically just dropped a bomb of gift subs and everyone was like, oh my god, and they were just like, hope you enjoy it, guys. There you go. Like Dead Roth. Thank you for that, 20. But I mean, look at this community and how everyone is. We have people that will gift. Everyone moos and they're like, woo. And I feel like we have a lot of really good people here that just do that, but they don't expect anything crazy. They're just here to chill and hang out, you know? So that's how you can tell that a lot of them are good, is because they're just here to chill, you know? I think you can tell the bad ones. I think you can, because usually like it's the way they interact after that. They try to be like the main character, but we really don't. We don't have those here. We just have people chilling. you know? That's honestly, it's a really long time of the community being chill about it too. We never did anything where like if someone gifted subs, if someone gave bits, if someone was generous to the community, we never did anything where we would allow that person to act differently than everyone else, you know? We cut that off early on. And because we just kind of never really like allowed that person to walk around and do whatever they want just because they gave some subs, I think because of that, it stayed really, really healthy here. So like to go to the earlier question, you don't have to immediately look at someone buying out a throne list or being generous or in any way and be like, oh, that's weird. Because a lot of the time it really isn't. You just have to watch that person for a bit and see if they get weird.